Hello and welcome to week 13. For week 13, as we look at that week at a glance, you're going to have the opportunity to review the handout on the outline on project number 3 so that you can turn in the outline and project number 3, the rough draft. But I want you to pay attention to the due dates this week since they are a little off of our normal end of the week schedule. All right, so as I said in the review section, you've got access to the outline and to the handout for project number 3. We went through those last week, but remember, you're going to merge your primary research, both parts, 1 and 2. You're going to take that, copy it, and paste it into your final copy of project number 2 just above the conclusion. You want to think about what needs to be moved. You're going to save that document once you've moved things into your project number 3 draft. I want you to then go back and count the number of paragraphs. And then for each of those paragraphs in some kind of a Word or Google document, you'll have that number. So if it's 15 total paragraphs, once you've merged the two, what is the main idea of each of these? But as I said last week, you're going to see that some of this should be about the same for all of you. Explains the participants of the survey, explains the instrumentation of the survey, tells when the survey was opened and for how long. Those should be similar, but what you've got up here, where that counter argument might go, obviously your conclusion has been moved down. You'll want to decide that. So then once you've looked at those main ideas, you can again reassess whether something needs to be moved, because as you read through them, you're going to wonder maybe what I should have said something about this before I said something about this, and then you can make that move both in the outline and in your draft. You're also going to turn in your draft this week. You will think about, again, the way those are merged, but remember, you've done your literature review in project number 2. You're going to have done your research, your primary research, and some considerations that you might want to make are expanding your introduction and your thesis so that now it incorporates both parts of your study, that you might use the body to express, the views of the, well, you will use the body to express the views of the experts and other, authorities in that particular field of whatever your topic is. You'll have that conclusion moved. You're going to add your information from the primary research, both parts 1 and 2. You're going to have that discussion that combines the findings and looks for, correlations, but also looks for ways that your study might have diverged from the studies that were in your literature review. As I've said a couple of times, think about where that counter argument fits. You'll add your references page and your appendix. All right. And then, of course, both of those are due, the outline and the project number 3 draft. As I said before, please keep the due dates, in mind as you look at Moodle and you adhere to those so that you can turn the assignments in on time. And as always, please feel free to ask any questions whenever you have them. And I also urge you, if you are going to share any of this with me via a Google or OneDrive document, that you make sure that the share settings are that anyone with the link can at least view. If you want me to get in there, and make any comments, while I'm doing the screencast, that's fine. That would mean that anyone with the link can edit. All right. Have a great week, and I look forward to these 2 assignments coming in.